Hey guys, welcome to the weekly reading. This is the astrology and pick a card reading for the week ahead of the 18th of January through to the 24th of January. Welcome back to another reading. And I talked about last week with the astrology. It was a pretty intense week. Well, again, we have yet another intense week, so we've had a few of these. But what was building up last week is really hitting its peak of intensity this week. And what was building up last week, I mentioned, was the Mars in Taurus conjuncting Uranus in Taurus transit. So that was building last week. It's exact this week, and it's exact midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's one of the big things that I want to mention this week. The reason I want to mention it is it's a very strong energy. So with Mars in Taurus, which is, you know, Mars is like the god of war. It's the energy of action, intensity. It can be defensive energy as well. It can be fight energy, but it's in a very earthy sign of Taurus, conjuncting, meeting in the sky and making an exact conjunction with Uranus in Taurus, which is in fall. This can be really intense. So I wouldn't be surprised if some crazy stuff happens with the earth this week, so look out for that. When I say the earth, it could be like an earthquake or earthquakes. It could be something with the land. It could be something with the earth itself. Strange things happening. Anything from sinkholes, earthquakes to, you know, everything in between. So I'm not saying they're all going to happen, but definitely this energy stirs up the earth, okay? And because Uranus is in fall in Taurus, it can have an effect that is a bit dramatic, or it can have an effect that is sudden. And I don't know why I just thought of sinkholes for some reason. That popped into my head. So again, I'm not saying all these things are going to happen, but you may see or hear of these things popping up. It's so funny because just started recording and someone's mowing a lawn outside. Hopefully it doesn't come onto the video. And also what's happening this week is the sun is moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So happy birthday all you Aquarians out there. This is happening midweek around the 20th. So, and also another thing that it actually started last week was Uranus moving direct. I think I actually forgot to mention that last week. Uranus is moving direct now. So anyone that's ruled by Uranus, so if you're an Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon, or Aquarius sun, this is a strong energy for you, experiencing forward momentum in your life now with your ruling planet moving direct. It's been retrograde since 2020 for some months there. The other intense energies happening this week, and all week we have Mars square Jupiter. So Mars would like to move forward. It would like to, you know, get things done and move forward thoroughly. And this is Mars in Taurus between 4 and 7 degrees, squaring with Jupiter in Aquarius. So because it is making a square with Jupiter, there is a bit of a need for adjustment, a need to kind of, instead of making snap decisions, which you may be tempted to do this week because of the Mars-Uranus conjunction, Mars square Jupiter is like kind of an energy where you need to sort of evaluate things a little bit more carefully before reacting quickly, okay? So there is that. And this will affect anyone that has anything around fixed signs, being Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, between roughly 4 and 7 degrees, if you know your chart. Anything between 4 and 7 degrees of fixed signs, you'll be affected by that. If, in regards to the Mars in Taurus conjunct Uranus, if you have anything around, again, 4 to 7 degrees or 4 to 8 degrees of a fixed sign, this could actually affect you, especially if you have Taurus there or if you have Scorpio there, okay? So anything in your chart in terms of placements or even the angles of your chart. So if you know your chart, the ascendant, the descendant, the midheaven, or the IC axis, look at those angles. If there's anything between 4 and 8 or 9, even up to 8 or 9 degrees of a fixed sign, you could be affected on Wednesday or Thursday by the sudden energy of the Mars-Uranus conjunction and the Mars square Jupiter transit. Then the other stuff is really the other main thing that I just wanted to mention before getting to the pick a card part of the reading is the sun does make some really strong aspects this week. So and this is on the weekend. So on Sunday we have the sun in Aquarius making a square with, again, Mars in Taurus. So Mars in Taurus is really activated this week with a number of aspects that are quite strong and quite tense. Sunday, sun conjunct Saturn, kind of a heavy energy, can indicate endings. if you have anything early degree of fixed, so when I say early, like between 0 to 2, 3 degrees, 4 degrees of Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus. And then on Sunday as well, Sun conjunct Jupiter, which represents new beginnings. So there's kind of endings and new beginnings energy this weekend, which is really interesting. So yeah, very intense week with the Mars Uranus conjunction exact, Uranus direct, Sun moving into Aquarius, a lot of Aquarius energy in the sky. So it does sort of accentuate the mind and thinking and the higher mind and the bigger picture of life, like what's going on in society, what's going on in the world at large, the bigger picture, and seeing the truth of things, because Aquarius is very much a sign that has the detachment to be able to see what's truly going on a higher picture level. So I think collectively this week there are signs that people are starting to awaken on a deeper level because of all the Aquarius coming up now. So that's interesting. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about this week. I'm going to get into the cards. So for this week, I've got 3 different decks. I've got a tarot deck, which is the Lisa Parker Familiars tarot deck. I've got this, I can't remember what it's called, it's like the Flower Oracle, Flower Therapy Oracle cards, yep. And then I've also got this deck, which is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I like this one. I haven't used it for a while though. So I'm going to start with the fire signs. So this is going to be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What are the messages for the fire signs this week? Oh, fire energy, 4 of Wands. Home life comes up for the fire signs. This one next. Aries, Leo, Sag for this week. Simplify your life. Interesting. So something to do with home life, simplifying your life. You may want to declutter with this energy. You may want to organize some things or sell some things that you no longer need. Definitely home life and simplifying. It says you've had so much going on that you're spread too thin. This has to change now so your vitality can recharge. Okay, so I am getting, for some people, this can be like distractions in the home, like what you're doing at home. How are you using your time at home? Are you just kind of losing yourself, you know, in certain distractions? Are you not utilizing your time that you have at home properly? Are you needing to spend time with family members or connecting with people? Let's see what else comes up to add to that for the fire signs. Extremes, yeah, that relates very much. So something about going to extremes with your energy, either doing too much or not maybe doing enough in some regard. So watch out for extremes, fire signs. I'm going to get you some astro dice as well. I'll get 2 astro dice. Messages for the fire signs this week. Jupiter and Leo, both fiery energy. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and then we have Leo here, which is obviously a fire sign. So Jupiter with Leo together is an extremely fiery energy, and it's kind of got this very strong desire energy, like wanting to get what it wants right away. And this energy here could also be another message for the fire signs. Like if there's something that you've been wanting, it's like maybe you're at the moment, you may be wanting it too much and feeling impatient in some way, but then it's like bringing your attention back to the simple things of your life and gratitude, and just enjoying those simple things and being more in the moment, rather than letting this energy, some kind of fiery energy, which you all have being fire signs, become too intense in some way or overwhelm you, and thinking like you have to do certain things now which are you're not ready for yet. That's what I'm getting with this energy. It's like it may not be time yet for certain things, and it's like bringing your energy back to center, back to home, and being grounded and seeing what's in front of you and where your life is at right now. It's not saying don't plan for your future or anything like that. That's not what I'm getting. It's more like don't run away with yourself or get ahead of yourself in some way is more what I'm feeling with this, okay? All right, so that's for the fire signs. Okay, so next is the earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Coming up this week for the earth signs. Oh, this one's jumping out. Okay. Oh, that's not great. 3 of Swords. Okay. That's not nice. I'm not a fan of that card. It's a card of feeling emotional pain, emotional difficulties, heartache, being upset by something. focus. Okay. Let's see what else comes up to put it all together for the earth signs. Something emotionally difficult this week, possibly for the earth signs. Unity, hibiscus. You're spiritually connected to everyone through God. Use this sacred bond to heal your family, friends, and yourself. Ooh. Something's coming up here for the earth signs about healing pain from the past. And it's almost like despite fears and pains, which this relates to, it's like refocusing your mind and trusting yourself, trusting that there is a path forward. You don't have to work everything out ahead of time, that you can just be in the moment and flow with things as they come up. It's like we can't always completely protect ourselves from life's ups and downs, is what I'm feeling with this. It's like we can't always completely protect ourselves. We do our best, we listen to our intuition, but sometimes things do happen, and those things that do happen are all lessons to help us grow. If we walk through life perfectly with, you know, why am I thinking of, like, oh gosh, it's like that cliche of I can't remember what it's called, that young girl that's like, I don't know, it's like a cliche word. She's like a maiden and her life is like all perfect roses and rainbows and whatever, you know, it's something along those lines. I can't think of the actual term or, you know, message right now, but it's, I'm trying to convey this feeling of like, you can't walk through your life expecting that there won't be ups and downs, expecting that you won't have to face your shadow, that you won't have to deal with difficult people, you know. And so maybe something's coming up for you guys, for earth signs and myself. I'm an earth sign included this week, where it's like you feel a bit wary about something. You don't want to get hurt in a situation because of the Three of Swords, and like she's submerged in the water of her emotions here, and she's really feeling her feelings, and that's a good thing. It's like, listen to your intuition, definitely be submerged in that and trust in that, but also understand that sometimes when difficult things happen, there are deeper lessons to be learned. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this week you're going to have a difficulty. It's more like something's coming up in some way for some of the earth signs this week that feels like you're really in your head about it because of the Three of Swords. You're also in your feelings about it. And there could be something here related to past issues that you've dealt with. Let's look at the astro dice and see what comes up for the earth signs. Neptune and Leo. Interesting. So romantic matters with Neptune and Leo. That's what I feel very strong with that. Neptune is also illusions and yet also spiritual energy. And it's funny because Neptune can be on its high vibration about unity, and you actually have that message here, unity. So trusting that everything that you're learning in matters of the heart, earth signs, is for a greater purpose, even if you may not understand it in the moment. So some kind of philosophical, spiritual message there if you've been struggling with a relationship, or, you know, with love matters, or with traumas from the past, or hurts or fears, okay? So I'll leave that there for you guys. All right, so next will be for the air signs. So this is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what you guys have. Oh, jumping. Oh my gosh, the devil. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The devil just jumps right out. Okay, let's see what this devil energy is about for you guys. I definitely need more information. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what's with the devil energy? Let's get some more clarity here. Ooh, the void. Okay, it's a little bit scary. Don't mean to freak you guys out. It's just really intense. Oh my god. The energies are so intense at the moment. Okay, what else for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Let's see if we can get some enlightening messages through all of this. We have take time for yourself. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the air signs. Let me see with the astro dice. Mars, Aries. Ooh, Mars and Aries. Masculine energy, sexual attraction, strong sexual drives, and can be to do with, because the devil's here and we have Mars here and Aries, it's like a strong attraction in your life with somebody, and it either is a situation where you feel like it brings out something in you that's like a shadow aspect of yourself, or it's you're concerned about the other person being this addictive energy that you just feel like it might be a void. Like in some way it could be for some people that you feel like you may slip into this zone with this person, and you just feel like, will you get out of it? It's like, you know, you're worried about getting trapped in a void or in darkness. Yeah, it's a very strong energy here. But what the advice is enjoy relaxation and activities that nurture your soul. Take time for yourself with the tulip card here. So this is you know, a very light message compared to these other heavy messages. And it's like, you know, if you're having doubts about a situation, just pull your energy back and sort of regroup a little bit to yourself. And, you know, it doesn't mean that you're not engaging with the world. It's just like you may need time to process and to connect more with your inner self. If you're feeling like something's a little bit overwhelming here in an external situation, definitely to do with attraction because we have Mars in Aries, or something that you've wanted to pursue. With Mars in Aries, it's very focused on a goal. You know, these two energies very, very focused on a goal. So, yeah, really strong energy here. As I said, the main advice is take a little bit of time out this week, you know, to just nurture yourself, to do nice things for you, to fill your own cup, to feel that sense of self-worth coming from within, rather than kind of seeking out the approval of someone who maybe at the moment is, you know, maybe they're not in the best space at the moment. Maybe they're going through something or they're struggling with their own issues as well. And maybe it just feels like it feels worrisome or difficult. So taking time out may help you just reflect and regroup. All right, so lastly, the water signs. So this will be for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's happening this week? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You guys. Ooh, one just flipped over. Which one do we have here? Oh, we have two cards. Oh, and it really wants to come out apparently, so it's just threw itself back there. Two of Swords and Queen of Swords. How interesting, you know, because the Two of Swords comes up, and usually the Queen of Swords, you know, depicts a female, usually on most tarot decks. But funnily enough, this deck conveys two crows. We have Two of Swords, two crows. That's very unusual for a Queen of Swords card. So the synchronicity of that is quite strong. And what's interesting is birds, you know, relate to the air element. So it's almost like having two of Swords right now for me is the way I'm seeing that. And I normally just pick the one card, but when they really jump out like that, I pay attention. Oh, this one's coming out. So this says action. Wow. Okay. So interesting. And one more card for the water signs. Any other messages for water signs this week? We have here family harmony. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love. Put past issues behind you. What I'm getting here is some kind of very intense indecision for the water signs. Sorry about the noise outside, guys. And a need to take action, but after really listening to possibly the advice of family or connecting with people that really ground your energy, because it's like maybe you want to make a decision, but the energy this week is reminding you, get grounded. Don't sort of get too in your head and lose perspective. Take action when you feel that you have good advice from others that resonates with your own heart. That's what I'm getting with these two cards. And for some people, it's about spending time with family, siblings, or people that you have a strong mental rapport with. Let's look at the Astro dice for the water signs. Leo comes up again. It just keeps coming up. So this is the South Node and Leo. It's interesting I said listen to your heart, because that's what Leo energy is about, is listening to your heart. The South Node is something about a past life energy or a past life connection with someone that may be coming up this week for water signs, or is around you, and this week you're trying to make a decision about something, or you're trying to decide, you know, what direction to go in your life in regards to either a past life heart connection or something to do with family. It could be for some people anything related to family, making a decision around taking action, maybe to do with a house move for some, and for other people it's something about working out decisions that you're going to make for your creativity, because Leo is also about your creative path and your skills that you've brought with you from a past life and how you're going to use them in this life. So there's a multitude of messages there for different people. If you'd like to book a reading with me, today, right now, my store may be closed if you go to the link, because I have closed it temporarily, but I will be opening it either tonight or tomorrow. So if you'd like to book a reading, just check back then, or you can put your email into the front, into my storefront, and you'll get a notification when I reopen my store. It's just that I've had so many orders that I'm really just trying to catch up on some of the 2021 readings, and then I will, you know, open the store back up again. But I've made some good headway today with readings, so I will probably reopen it probably tonight or at the latest tomorrow. Alright guys, so have a great week, and thanks for watching, and take care. Bye.